Hello there, my Gemini gang, my Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald bringing you your monthly reading for November 2021. As always, before we get started here, I use the traditional Rider-Waite deck. That's my go-to deck. As I tap into your energy, Gem, I really feel as though this is going to be a month for you where there's going to be a lot of changes. And it's important for you to be mindful of the fact that as these changes come in, you're going to experience a wide array of emotions. You're going to be hitting a lot of different depths of these emotions, right? Some days you'll feel it a little bit more than others. And so it's important to be mindful that these emotions are transient. They will come, they will go. Some days will be good, some days will feel a little bit rougher than others. And as you're mindful of that, it will help you to be a little bit more understanding with yourself and patient with yourself as you're working through some of these things that are surfacing to get you onto the other side of this month, because I do see that as you finish the month out, you'll feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more stable and secure, and staying in your own energy toward the end of the month would be very good for you. So before we get into this here, I just wanted to just remind you that you have, all of your abilities within you to take yourself into new emotional heights, right? To really get yourself over the hump here. I feel like this is going to be a challenging month for you, but you have everything within you to get yourself to the other side of this energy. And we start the 1st through the 6th out with the Wheel of Fortune. So that's really a confirmation of that as well, accompanied with the Lovers card and the Emperor. So what I feel here with the 1st through the 6th of November for you, Gemini, is, I feel like you're climbing a hill, okay? And it's like you're hopeful that once you get to the other side, you're going to feel a little bit more secure, a little bit more stable, a little bit more happy about what's there for you, what's available to you on the other side of this. But I do feel as though you're taking a little bit of a risk or a gamble trying to climb this hill. You're kind of wondering, like, gosh, is this worth all of my time, my energy, my effort? Because I'm not really sure. I feel like this is really hard for me right now, right? And so I do feel as though Spirit is kind of coming in with this reassurance for you that, listen, it's almost like you're getting off like scot-free, right? Where no harm, no foul, right? There's not going to be a penalty for you putting in so much effort or a little less effort, right? So it's okay to scale back your effort at times. You're still going to get there. It's okay if you don't move as quickly to get there. You're still going to be getting there. Everything will be aligned for you in, perfect timing for you. When it is yours, it will be yours. Okay? So just understand that it's okay if you need some time to just take a step back and regroup. All right? And I think that it's really important to understand too that there's going to be some troubleshooting as you go along. Like, things are not going to be exactly how you want them to be. I'm getting so many chills through all of this too. So there's lots of validation here for someone. Things are not going to look exactly how you want them to. There's going to be a lot of choices along the way. And they're not going to be easy choices. I feel like they're going to be difficult choices at times. Like, things that you didn't really want to have to make decisions about, but you're going to have to state your preferences. You're going to have to speak your preferences out loud, put your hopes and dreams up to Spirit, kind of surrender that to Spirit as well, and kind of troubleshoot things along the way. But I think inevitably, once you get to the top of that hill, to that crest of that mountain, right, and you start to see how beautiful things look up there, or what is available to you as you come to the other side of this, as you're getting some ease about, your journey, right? I think that you're going to understand that this is really going to fill a void. I feel like there's going to be so much emotional fulfillment for you as a result of all this effort that you're putting in right now. So just stay with it. Stay the course, okay? That's really what I feel with that. So moving into the 7th through the 13th, the High Priestess and the Star. Love it. This is really beautiful energy for you, Gem. Okay, so they actually came out together, like right next to each other, but I just wanted you to be able to see what they look like. So I do feel as though these cards kind of balance out like feminine energy and masculine energy. But what's really highlighted here from Spirit is this goddess energy, right? I feel like this goddess gang, right? Like spend time with people that are really connected to their goddess energy to help you to connect with your goddess energy, or do things that will help you to connect with your feminine energy, okay? So, I feel like this is about you getting down to your roots and your foundation. Now, I feel like you've done a lot of inner work. I feel like you've done a lot of things to get to know thyself, right? And you might be sitting in a little bit of a reflection on that in terms of like what your hopes are, what your visions are, your dreams are, right? And I feel like through all of this, again, it's saying sacrifices that you've made, they are incredible, okay? And they haven't been easy. But with this star card, what I feel is that you are just scratching the surface. Like you are like skimming the top of the water with a net, almost like when you clean the pool, like you skim with the top of the water with the net to just like get the bugs and the debris off of it. Like you're just clearing the way. You're just paving the way for yourself just so much. And so with this, it's like you know yourself so well and you know exactly what you want. I think it's where you're having trouble is bringing this from your higher self in your existence, in your inner knowing, down to bring it into your physical existence, into your 3D, into your external world. And so with this, there's going to be a lot of challenges that present themselves as you try to bring your visions into the physical existence. But there's going to be so much growth available as you do that. Now, what the challenge here is from Spirit is they want you to bring, you know yourself, you know your visions, you know your dreams, you know your goals. Start taking actions on those things. Start to bring that into your physical world, taking steps to do those things, because you have a lot to give. You have so much more. We talk about the star card. It's an Aquarius card. The Aquarius in Zodiac is very much a humanitarian. So what are you doing? And I'm getting big chills with this. What are you doing to assist others in their path, in on their journey? Things that you've been through that you can help others through, right? And things that you've been hoping to bring to fruition in terms of living in your own joy and in your own truth and in your own abundance, and doing so, right? In helping others, right? So that's really what I feel with this High Priestess and the star. So beautiful energy. That would be a very good week to start taking action on those things. So the 14th through the 20th, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And toward the end of the week, which will be like now, the 19th and 20th, we have the 8 of Swords with the Queen of Cups. Okay? So what I really feel with this is being highlighted here. I feel like there's 3 different things. There could be like 3 different variables, or Spirit could be talking about your chart. If you're looking at your birth chart, your natal chart, this could be where there are 3 factors, 3 planets that come into play to make a perfect T. It will actually look like a T on your chart. But what this does, if you have this in your chart, or there could actually be 3 planets that are kind of being highlighted here right now for you in terms of what is coming in for you, right? It brings in a lot of conflicting energy, but it also brings in an amazing amount of power for you to harness, right? We're going to be able to harness that to transmute that and use that for good. And so, with this, I really feel as though when we look at this eight of Swords, we have the 8 of Swords kind of feeling stuck a little bit. This is a little bit of stagnation as well. Not like waiting for things to grow, like, gosh, when is my garden gonna grow? And so, it comes out with this emotion, right? This motherly Queen of Cups, right? This nurturing energy, right? where you put your emotions, where you place your energy, it has the potential to grow exponentially for you, right? Feel your way into this existence, feel your way into this manifestation. Now, I do feel with this that, you might have a little bit of a struggle connecting with your intuition right now. You might feel like you're blindfolded, right? Because there's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of stress. And so our ego mind kind of takes over a little bit. There's a lot of chatter in your mind. And so this could really be keeping you from connecting with your higher self, connecting with your higher vision, connecting with what it is that you're supposed to be being guided to do, like what is right for you on this path right now. So your challenge would be to get into a space where you're able to use your creative energy to connect with your higher self, whether that is when you're painting or you're journaling, when you kind of let your guard down a little bit and you start to get those aha moments, when you start to feel new ideas and creative energy coming in for you, that's when you're connecting with your higher self. So whatever that looks like for you, I would encourage you to do that, to kind of break that cycle, break that stagnation, start to get tapped in, tuned in, tapped in, turned on, I think is what Abraham Hicks says as well. So, really connecting with that, because I do feel that this would be a week for you where you would definitely be feeling, if you aren't feeling it, you could be even seeing it, like very strong contrast in terms of, this is what I have in my life right now, this is what I want, and you see very different things, and it's starting to really weigh on you. So start taking, and I'm getting big chills again, so really start taking action on connecting with your intuition, and start following the steps as you are guided, because I promise you it will never steer you wrong. Okay, moving into the 21st through the 27th, we have the Seven of Swords with the Hermit card. See, these are a lot of the similar cards that came out for Taurus, but it's just in a little different way, and of course a different meaning. So with this one for the 21st through the 27th, Gemini, I feel as though there is a bit of a reckless abandon, right, that comes in with this, an energy of reckless abandon. Maybe somebody is choosing to make choices without considering somebody else's feelings, or it could lead to a position where somebody is endangering somebody else in terms of, like, I mean, that's a word that came through. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to physically harm somebody, but it could hurt them emotionally, right? But there's a highlight here that there needs to be some light shed onto a situation. There are some things maybe that are going on behind your back that you may not be aware of, or maybe you are hiding some things, right? And you need to be mindful of sharing what's on your heart with other people. And so, there is consequences to your actions, though, and that's just what's being highlighted here from Spirit. And so I think that it's important to understand that even though you want to maybe kind of share limited information with somebody to kind of spare their feelings, that it doesn't necessarily serve that person if you are trying to not share the entire truth, right? It's always important to just be truthful and open and honest with somebody, even if it's going to not necessarily hit their feelings in the right spot, right? Because that's how we learn and that's how we grow, especially if they're doing something that is offending you. And so, I think that even if you need to just take some space, even after you share what's on your heart or on your mind, even if you're taking some space from somebody else at this point to just get a little bit of a different perspective, I think it would be good for both of you that are involved. I feel like that would be something that would be really good. But I think that overall this represents just being a little bit closed off. Okay, so that's what I really feel for the week of the 21st through the 27th. And then moving into the 28th through the 30th, we have the King of Pentacles. Again, that grounded energy really coming in. Now, I do feel for the 28th through the 30th for you, Gem, I feel like this is an energy here where it brings in some stability, a little bit of, feeling a little bit more grounded, than you have through the whole month. But I do feel as though you're still going to be a little bit standoffish maybe, and I do feel like it would serve you to kind of just stay in your own energy as best as you can for these couple of days as you finish out the month. And I do feel like if you allow yourself that space to do so, it's kind of like the jury is out, right? Like you will know what you need to do going forward, what path you need to take, and it will allow yourself to really just pave the way going forward, in terms of what you need to do, where you need to go, who you need to be doing these things with, that kind of thing. So, but I do feel like just staying in your own energy, you do you, right? Like I really like that. So overall advice for you, Gemini, is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card here. And so I feel like throughout this month, you might be really sticking to your standards. You might be elevating your standards. You might be recreating a new set of standards. Okay, that's really what I'm feeling with this. Now, I do feel like there is a notion that you may feel as though you need to kind of keep up with appearances, and so you kind of go with the flow in terms of trying to keep like status quo in your life. But there is a need to honor yourself, honor your truth, and again, I do feel as though this Venus retrograde that's coming in on November 17th and it lasts for several weeks is going to be highlighted here for you in terms of relationship. And I do feel that there could be conversations that you might feel inclined to have with exes, right? Like the case of the ex. But I do feel like there could be like choices that you make based on some of those transient emotions. Again, so understand that these emotions that are coming up for you, don't just base your decisions off of these emotions and feel as though you need to make those decisions impulsively or quickly or in that moment. Really sit with those things because they might just be surfacing to heal. And again, I do feel like there's an undertone here of just this animalistic nature. You might just be craving the attention, a physical affection from someone from the past or something, and really get yourself into a space where you're like, gosh, why did I do that? So don't allow yourself to do those things. Really sit with those emotions and allow them to surface so that you can feel them and heal them and release them and move forward, creating this beautiful new set of standards for yourself and usher in beautiful new energy going forward. So really beautiful read here for you, Gemini. I do so hope that this resonates for you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up at the square site below in the description box here on YouTube. And as always, I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.